housing, there's 4 different complexes. They are Vista Way, Chatham Square, Patterson Court, and the Commons. They're all similar, they're all different. It just depends really on what you like. There's all sorts of apartment tours and information online about them. And just before your program starts, they'll send you the info on what rent will be and how many rooms, and then you just rank them, I suppose. So I lived in Vista last time. I was told that it was the cheapest at the time, which it was, and that it was more convenient without a vehicle, which I agree. Driving down this time, it doesn't really matter which complex I live in. I'm not sure which one I want to live in yet. I haven't really thought about it. Ultimately, you don't choose. They place you somewhere, but you do put in your preferences, so there's that. Each complex has a swimming pool, and they have a gym. New since I left, there's a little store in the Commons that has all sorts of supplies for, I guess, your apartment. I haven't been in, but I've heard some stuff. Commons is right near the outlet mall. You just walk across the street. You can also walk to Chatham and Patterson. It only takes a few minutes. Chatham and Patterson are right next door to each other, and then Vista Way is the one that's a little bit further out, but it's actually closer to Disney property, if that makes sense. Vista is the oldest one. It's located right on the other side of the I-4 from Disney Springs, and they have bus transportation for you. You just learn the stops and the routes. Like, you catch on really quickly, depending where you're trying to go, and so you're all set to go to work, things like that. It really just depends which housing complex you choose. There's not too much difference between them. It's mostly just a preference. Housing has all sorts of events. I went to a few. I really enjoyed the welcome event. I went to a Monsters University themed one with my friend. They have grocery bingo, and that's always lots of fun because you win lots of groceries. It never fails thus far that the person sitting on my left wins the first round every time. So we'll see if that continues. Whoever will be lucky enough to sit on my left and hopefully win, I went to an Oktoberfest event, I went to a Star Wars event, I went to the graduation ceremony, which is really cool. You earn your Mickey ears with a tassel, and American Thanksgiving. Most of the housing events have free food and characters that you can meet, and they're usually themed. You can meet various characters. I've met Miko, I've met Luke Skywalker, Mickey, and Princess Leia Minnie, and Stormtrooper Donald, and Darth Vader Goofy. Stuff like that. It's a really good time. They have music and dancing and prizes, and it's just a really nice way to get together with people. They do other things. I've heard they do pool parties, they do trips to the Asian market and other stuff like that. I just haven't been on them. In housing last time, I lived in a 3-bedroom there were 6 of us. I had a roommate from Cornwall, which is only about an hour from here. She went to a different campus of my college, and we went on the program together. I also had a roommate from Hong Kong and China, and 2 roommates from France. They were only there for the summer. After the 2 girls from France left, we had 2 Americans on the culinary program. I still keep in touch with some of them as much as I can. It's been 3 years, so people lose touch, but it's a really great way to meet people from all over the world, and just because you don't live with them doesn't mean you can't be friends, but I hope to see some of them again and be able to visit, and some of the friends that I made. If you have any questions, you can feel free to comment below. I like talking about Disney, so any questions, I'd love to answer them.